The area of food science is one which could earn this island $1 billion in revenue by the year 2030. But several elements need to be put in place, and Export Barbados has started with the opening of its International Food Science Centre at Building 11, Newton Industrial Park, Christchurch. Director of the Barbados National Standards Institute, Dr. Hayden Ryan, says competitiveness can only be improved with high quality, and it calls for a national effort.
We believe, again, in our discussions, that it is hinged really on a quality strategy, a strategy of quality. Why is this important, you may ask? Now, in Barbados, as you know, and it's no secret, we have high inputs. The cost of goods continue to climb. So even as we manufacture goods and products and services in Barbados with relatively high labor costs as well, our starting point is relatively high. How then do we compete with the Singapores and the countries that can have economies of scale? Quality as a strategy has to be our main strategy.
Prime Minister Mia Amor Mottley, in speaking about the centre's role, said Barbados has always been good in the manufacturing of food, and we can reach the markets which other industries have.
One of the things that we are good at in the manufacturing sector has always been food products, sauces. But the reality is that we could never begin to reduce our unit costs if our domestic market is the only market that we're servicing. And in order, therefore, for us to go to the next stage and to reduce those unit costs and to create more jobs and more opportunities and more profit for our people, then what do we need to do? Wabisco, Mr. Padmore, is not a Barbadian company. It's a Trinidadian company that goes from Costa Rica right back down to Trinidad and Tobago. Jamaica Biscuit Company, owned by the same entity. Wabisco, owned by the same entity. And they get their economies of scale through the group participating across a number of countries.
Prime Minister Mottley, who toured the facility with a number of officials to see what it is capable of. She said the only way to increase unit production is to do so through export.
If people can't trust what you're doing, if people feel that they may end up getting sick from what you're selling them, and we know it better than most because Bajans are some of the first people to tell you, I ain't eating from there. And I don't need to say no more because you know everything that means. So that when others say that about what we make, we have to be in a position to counter it. And the one way to counter it, as you heard from Mr. Ryan, is by ensuring that we have a standard that is trusted globally.